A hamster escaping its enclosure repeatedly is a behavior that many owners find frustrating and concerning. Understanding the root causes behind this behavior is key to preventing future escapes and ensuring the hamster's safety and well-being. Hamsters are naturally curious and highly motivated explorers. In the wild, they travel long distances at night in search of food, water, and nesting materials. This instinct does not disappear in captivity. If a hamster feels confined, bored, or stressed, the drive to escape intensifies. Enclosure size is often the first factor to consider. Many cages marketed for hamsters are too small, restricting their movement and failing to meet their physical and psychological needs. A small or barren cage can quickly become a source of frustration, leading to escape attempts as the hamster seeks more stimulation. Cages should exceed the minimum recommended size of 450 square inches of continuous floor space, but ideally, offer even more. A multi-level enclosure or a large tank with plenty of enrichment opportunities can reduce the desire to escape. The design of the cage plays a critical role in preventing escapes. Hamsters are strong for their size and excellent climbers and chewers. Wire cages must have bar spacing small enough to prevent the hamster from squeezing through. Dwarf hamsters, especially, can slip through surprisingly narrow gaps. Doors and latches must be secure, as hamsters can learn how to manipulate simple mechanisms. If the top of the cage is not tightly fastened, a hamster may be able to lift it and climb out. Similarly, plastic modular cages with connecting tubes may have weak points that allow a determined hamster to push their way out. It's important to inspect the enclosure regularly for signs of wear, loose parts, or areas the hamster has been gnawing at. Replacing any damaged sections promptly can prevent a successful breakout. Boredom is a powerful motivator for escape. Hamsters need a stimulating environment to satisfy their need for physical activity and mental engagement. A lack of variety in toys, chew items, or places to hide can leave a hamster feeling unfulfilled. This can drive them to seek new experiences beyond the cage walls. Providing a large wheel of appropriate size is essential, as is offering daily time outside the cage in a secure playpen or hamster-safe room. Rotating toys and hiding food in various locations inside the cage encourages natural foraging behaviors and helps keep the hamster mentally stimulated. Chew toys made of safe woods, cardboard tunnels, and platforms to climb on all contribute to a more enriching habitat. The more a hamster can do inside its home, the less likely it is to want to leave it. Stress can also play a role in escape attempts. Loud noises, frequent disturbances, or a location that feels unsafe can lead to anxiety in hamsters. A cage placed in a high-traffic or brightly lit area can increase stress levels. Hamsters are prey animals and prefer dark, quiet, and secluded spots to sleep and explore. If the hamster does not feel secure, it may try to escape to find a better environment. Ensuring that the cage is located in a calm, temperature-controlled area away from direct sunlight and drafts helps create a sense of security. Providing plenty of bedding for burrowing and at least 1 or 2 hideouts gives the hamster a place to retreat when feeling overwhelmed. Escape attempts may also indicate unmet biological needs. A hamster that doesn't have adequate nesting material, for example, might be driven to look elsewhere. Similarly, If the water bottle malfunctions or the food dish is consistently empty, the hamster may leave in search of resources. Owners should ensure food and water are always available, and that the environment mimics natural conditions. Seasonal changes in light or temperature can also affect behavior, with some hamsters becoming more active or agitated. Maintaining a consistent routine and environment helps reduce disruptions that might contribute to escapism. Some hamsters are simply more prone to escapism than others due to their individual personalities. Young hamsters and males are often more adventurous and active. Syrian hamsters, being solitary and territorial, may be more likely to roam if they feel their space is not suitable. On the other hand, dwarf species, which can be kept in pairs under certain conditions, may try to escape due to social conflict or overcrowding. If hamsters are housed together and begin escaping, it's important to evaluate their relationship and determine whether separation is needed. Aggression, resource guarding, or dominance behaviors can push a submissive hamster to flee the enclosure entirely. Once a hamster has escaped once, it may continue to try, especially if the experience outside the cage was stimulating or rewarding. Hamsters remember routes and can revisit weak points in the enclosure. Repeated escapes can become a learned behavior. After every escape, it is critical to thoroughly hamster-proof the cage and surrounding area. Block any routes the hamster previously used. Use metal mesh or hardware cloth to reinforce weak points. Avoid tape or glue, which can be harmful if chewed. In severe cases, upgrading to a glass tank with a secure mesh lid may be the most effective solution, especially for persistent escape artists. Free roaming time in a supervised, controlled environment can satisfy a hamster's need to explore without the risks associated with unsupervised escapes. A large playpen with tunnels, climbing frames, and hiding places offers safe stimulation. Hamsters benefit from this kind of enrichment, and are less likely to become desperate to leave their enclosures. Allowing such out-of-cage time daily, especially during the early evening when hamsters are naturally active, can reduce stress and improve the animal's overall satisfaction with its life. Hamsters are adept problem solvers. If they find a way out once, they will likely try again. Observing the hamster's behavior closely can provide clues about what is motivating the escapes. Is the hamster digging at a corner, chewing on bars, or pacing frequently? These are signs that something in their environment isn't right. Owners should take the time to interpret these signs and respond by modifying the environment accordingly. Increasing bedding depth to allow for burrowing, adding new textures and scents, or simply rearranging cage elements can break the monotony and keep the hamster engaged. While escape attempts can be troubling, they are also a form of communication. A hamster trying to escape is signaling that its needs aren't being fully met. Responding with patience, observation, and environmental improvements will lead not only to fewer escapes but also to a happier, healthier pet. By providing an enriched, secure, and stimulating habitat, most hamsters will remain content and no longer feel the urge to break out.